Tonight, the 4th Judicial District, which includes El Paso and Teller counties, no longer has any COVID-19 restrictions. However, changes during the pandemic continue to impact the legal system. News 5's Natalie Chuck is joining us now in the studio with a look at the current status of the backlog lawyers and the DA's office are facing.
Diane, the DA's office says at its peak during the pandemic, they had a backlog of roughly 8,000 cases. They have made a dent in it, but say recovering from postponing cases is going to be a slow and steady process. You won't see many masks inside the El Paso County Courthouse anymore, with COVID-19 cases dwindling across the country. But many people there are still trying to make up for lost time.
Ultimately, there's an enormous backlog.
In the eyes of firm owner and lawyer Stephen Longo, this sort of backlog is uncharted territory for the Pikes Peak region.
Colorado, we have pretty tight standards, something we'd call nationally a rocket duck, and things move fast. So this is definitely the biggest impediment to seeing our cases move forward and go to trial that I have seen in the past 10 years in Colorado.
The DA's office says they currently have a backlog of about 2,800 trials, but they've caught up on over 5,000 of those since hitting their backlog peak.
We're getting ourselves caught up. I mean, this is a jurisdiction. The district attorney's office handles roughly 35,000 cases every year, and that's from traffic to homicide.
I think the toughest part for our clients is that while we can't control everything within a time frame, we like to give an accurate idea, a roadmap to how things go, and ultimately, hey, is this case going to go to trial or not, or is it going to resolve?
For the DA's office, the key to solving this problem is patience and exploring all possible options when it comes to prosecuting.
The district attorney's office isn't focused on how many people we can put in prison. Justice might mean giving somebody a second chance. It might mean getting somebody into counseling, into some level of therapeutic interventions.
But for lawyers like Longo, the road to case relief could be daunting.
It gets tough because we're talking about roughly a 2-year period where we had a complete disruption to our criminal and civil justice system and how we're adjudicating cases.
And for the DA's office, another problem is always staffing. But they say come mid-year, they expect to be in a good place using interns and hiring new attorneys. So they hope that will make it easier to tackle the caseload. Rob?
Natalie, thanks.